Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Sector 5. I am your host, as always, Cody the Hangman Heinzman, and with me today, we have Bo the Crusher, Becca! And we are here to give you the rundown of Wrestlemania. It was epic, it was amazing, it was quite... Actually, yeah, but let's not get to that just yet. But I would say it's a little bit better than last year's WrestleMania, wouldn't you say?
I'd say it was a lot better.
Okay, and as you can notice, we're wearing the tag team titles. Because we're giving the review, so we're going to start by the way they were performed. So, the pre-show, we have the Usos versus the Real Americans versus Los Matadores and Ryback. The winner of that match, we missed it. But the winner of the match was the Usos, so we can't really give you a rundown of what happened, but we can tell you the Usos retained the title. So, after that, we start with the first match of the night. We have Daniel Bryan
versus Triple H.
And the winner of that match, as you know, got a chance for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And the winner of that match...
Daniel Bryan.
Yes! 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 After a hard-fought match against Triple H, Daniel Bryan was able to pin Triple H after hitting him with the knee to the face. So that leads us to the World Heavyweight Championship match, but that was the main event, so you'll just have to wait and see who won that match. So, next up, we have The Shield versus the New Age Outlaws. Oh, you didn't know? And Corporate Kane. The winner of this match, within maybe 10 minutes, The Shield. It was a very quick, dominant match by The Shield. Basically, it started out with Dean Ambrose out in the ring. He was facing... I think it was Billy Gunn who was out in the ring beginning.
I think so.
And he faced him for a little while, tagged in Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns came out and Superman punched everyone, speared Kane. Seth Rollins went over the top rope a couple times. Then they did the triple power bomb to both members of the New Age Outlaws, and 1, 2, 3, match is over. Short, sweet, and right to the point.
Just how we like.
Sometimes. I mean, some matches need to be longer. So, next up we have the 31-man Battle Royal. Now, why am I saying 31? Well... WWE doesn't know how to count. I looked at everyone in the ring, and I had everyone wrote down, as I did in the predictions, as I put up all the pictures of everyone that was going to be in it. One person was not in there that I had up originally, and that was Christian. I figured he might not be in it because he got a concussion before he was supposed to go up for the Intercontinental title. So I figured he wasn't going to be in it. So I filled out the 3 spots at the bottom with Yoshitatsu, Xavier Woods, and someone else. What must not be too much of a big name if I can't think of him right now. I was going to have my list right here. But it was about one other person. And then I noticed... Oh! Antonio Cesaro. Of all people, the person who won. I forget. I've been doing that a lot. And we'll explain that in a few minutes too. But Antonio Cesaro was the third person I had down for the 30 men. But then there was Tyson Kidd. And David Otunga took Christian's spot. Not really took. It's just where I put him on the list. It's just after I tallied and went through, there were 31 men in the match. So, with that being said, Antonio Cesaro had a match earlier. I can't say anything about, him having 2 matches at WrestleMania like the person who won against Daniel Bryan and Triple H was going to. But was he just added in there to win? Or what? Because, as I said, at the end of the night, I even went down, didn't I go down the list and named everyone off to you?
You did. Twice.
You know what? You entertain the masses. I'm going to go get the list.
I'm going to entertain the masses. How? How can I entertain the masses? I can't jump to the next match. And I am entertaining the masses.
That's going to be loud in the recording.
That is very loud. I can hear it through the headphones.
So, okay, I got the list. And you can, if you want to, take a count. The list is right here. Now, Bo.
Yeah.
We'll do it again. Was
Hit it.
Big E Langston in the match?
Yes, he was.
Was Zack Ryder in the match?
Yes, he was.
Was Santino Marella in the match?
Yes, he was.
Was Fandango in the match?
Yes, he was.
Was Alberto Del Rio in the match?
Yes, he was.
Was Ziggler in the match?
Yes, he was.
Was David Otunga in the match?
Yes, he was.
Was Titus O'Neil in the match?
Yes, he was.
Was Sheamus in the match?
Yes, he was.
Big Show, was he in the match?
Yes, he was.
Mark Henry, was he in the match?
Yes, he was.
Damien Sandow, was he in the match?
Yes, he was.
Miz, was he in the match?
Yes, he was.
Kofi Kingston, was he in the
Yes,
match?
he was.
Which, by the way, since we're on Kofi Kingston, I'm not stopping it just because he's my guy. He did it once again, like he does at every single Battle Royal or Royal Rumble.
Kept his feet off the floor.
He was eliminated by, well, almost eliminated by Antonio Cesaro. What happened, when he went over, he put his feet on the bottom of the steps. And he knew he wasn't eliminated. You can see him. He looks straight at the refs and he goes, "Look at my feet." Just points right at his feet, and the ref was like, "Yep, your feet aren't touching the ground. They're touching the steps." And they were like a hair length on the steps. I mean, pretty much you could put a little tiny grain of sand in between his feet and the steps, and he was still safe.
It's actually pretty amazing.
Ultimately, he still lost, but as always, Kofi's doing his entertaining and being Kofi Kingston. But anyways, back to the list. Cody Rhodes.
He was there.
Goldust.
He was there.
All 3 members of 3MB.
Yes, they were there.
I was hoping you would say yes, yes, and yes, but okay.
Yes, yes.
Darren Young.
Yes, he was.
Great Khali.
Yes, he was.
Justin Gabriel.
Yes, he was.
Mysterio.
Yes, he was.
Sin Cara.
Yes, he was.
Brodus Clay.
Yes, he was.
R-Truth.
Yes, he was.
Brad Maddox.
Yes, he was.
Yoshitatsu.
Brad Maddox.
Who's Brad Maddox?
Yes, he was.
Okay, I don't know if we've explained the Brad Maddox thing on here, and if we have, then you'll just have to hear it again. Whenever Brad Maddox made his debut after he screwed over Ryback at Elimination Chamber, I believe.
I believe it was.
Elimination Chamber or Hell in a Cell, one of the two. And he's like, "You'll never forget the name of Brad Maddox." I was telling Bo about it, and he honestly looked at me and said, "Who's Brad Maddox?" Which, okay, I can sort of understand. He works up at Straub Honda all day and gets home and tries to watch wrestling, but he falls asleep. So I could sort of understand it, but then again, he was on a few other shows and everything. But either way, that's the whole joke behind the "Who's Brad Maddox?" Anyways, we said Yoshitatsu.
Yes.
Xavier Wood.
Yes, he was.
Of course, Antonio Cesaro.
Antonio Cesaro.
And Tyson Kidd.
Yes.
That equals a total of 31. And, as I said, list right here. I listed them as they said, I'm going to be in the Battle Royal. So I've had this list pretty much since the beginning of... What was last month? What was last month? March? Pretty much since the beginning of March, I've had this list. Ever since Hulk Hogan's like, you know what, brother? We're going to have an Andre the Giant 30-man Battle Royal.
Cesaro throws the Big Show out for the win.
And I give it to Big Show. I kind of Big Show was looked like Big Show was going to actually do something, but he's like, congratulations, and he congratulated him. But anyways, I may be getting too statistical with this by saying 31 men, but I'd like to get it out there, sort of my frustrations a little bit, and sort of my mathematician. Okay, I'm going to be an accountant, so, you know, they didn't think it over whenever they brought people out, but there was 31 men in the ring, and I'm sure of it. And you know what? Even to double check, we still got it playing. We've got the review. I will, if I have to, and I have time, I will go back, watch the 30-man, because there is one person that we're both, I'm pretty sure of, because I saw it, but he was a little hesitant on. Damian Sandow. I saw his You're Welcome. So, don't take this against me saying that I might be wrong. I might be a little bit, but I'm just saying. I cheat. Anyways.
Just the facts, man. Just the facts.
Staying with the facts. No crazy conspiracies. Right, JBL?
That's right.
Is JBL just going to become a thing in these predictions anymore?
I think
so. These aren't even predictions. This is a review. We're going on tangent. Wait. Okay, everybody, we're back. Bo, Damian Sandow, was he in there?
Yes.
So, as I said, 31 men. That is all. As always, I'm Cody Heinzman. He's Bo. That's just how it is. I was right. Ha. Let's get back on topic. We have the next match. John Cena. Hustle, loyalty, and respect versus Bray Wyatt. It was a hard-fought match. Bray Wyatt tried his best to bring the monster John Cena out. That's weird saying. Because, not just think of that, because the monster Kane. I mean, I'd like to see that monster back in all reality. I think if Bray Wyatt needs to bring any monster out. But, anyways, John Cena came over all odds. Even Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. He sent Luke Harper through the barricade towards the timekeepers, and then he hit Eric Rowan with a chair after Bray Wyatt was trying to get him to hit him with a chair and get himself disqualified. So, after all odds, John Cena beat Bray Wyatt. And now, as I leave the frame with my headset, I think there's no other way to bring this out than trying to be a little comedic with it by being Wade Barrett at the moment and saying, Bo, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. The Undertaker Wrestlemania streak is 21-1. The winner of the match and the one to break the immortal 21-0 streak, Brock Lesnar.
Any anybody in the roster doesn't have to be Brock Lesnar.
This is the point of the video where you guys are probably hitting the pause, looking at whoever, and either screaming your head off or just doing what everyone in the crowd was doing and going, because as I told him, I would have rather, and this may sound a little dark, but any wrestling fan would probably agree with me, they would have rather seen The Undertaker no longer exist, be actually dead, before the streak would be broken. I never thought that I would ever, in these reviews, in these predictions, ever on Sector 5 be saying the words, The Undertaker's streak is no more. I mean,
but I have to give it to him. He went down fighting.
He went down fighting. He was down on the mat for a while. I mean, he was down on the mat pretty much the whole match, but that's the way Undertaker usually does it. He usually gives his opponent that sense of, I can beat him a little bit, and then he just flurries. And he really didn't get a chance to flurry during the match. And it took, we will put this in here, it took 3 F5s to put The Undertaker away.
One tombstone power driver.
He did a tombstone pile driver, tried the Hell's Gates twice, hit him with the last ride once, tried to do old school, and in the end, I'd hate to quote a song on this, but this is the way it is. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Because in the end, the streak is no more.
One sad match.
In the words of the original Doctor, no more. No more. No more. Sorry. Doctor Who reference, 50th anniversary. If you haven't watched it, it's a good movie. Another tangent.
No more.
But, anyways, the main event! Oh, wait! Wait, not the main event! I forgot. The Divas match. Which is a very disappointing and a little bit aggravating of a match, to be honest with you.
AJ Lee puts Naomi in the
Black Widow
and fakes a tap out.
Legit. She had her in the Black Widow. She was fighting. As you all know, it was 14 divas in the ring. Everyone was on the outside. She got the Black Widow in. And then she legit takes her hand and was
smacks it on the mat.
Tapping for her. Naomi did not tap out. AJ Lee tapped out for her. So, after the irritating part was, this was after the Undertaker match. It should have been earlier. Just not at all. It's not a bad match. It's just horrible the way it ended. When it ended, it just kind of smacked the Undertaker. I feel like it smacked the Undertaker in the face. Hey, your streak is gone, and now we're going to make it where AJ Lee is going to win the match by submission. It's just a little bit aggravating, the placement that they put it. But anyways, yes, AJ Lee is still your Divas champion. Moving on to the main event. We had Daniel Bryan versus Batista versus Triple H. Okay.
Randy Orton.
Oh, I did say Triple H. Mm-hmm. Sorry. I'm a little excited. All right. So the match started out pretty bad for. Oh, I guess I should have thrown this. Well, I guess I'll throw this in now. After the match with Triple H and Daniel Bryan, Triple H attacks Daniel Bryan from behind and hits him against the steel post with a steel chair. And he already had that bad shoulder injury, so he was not 100% prepared for his match going in. And so Daniel Bryan and them, they come out. By the way, another side note, John Cena's entrance this year was disappointing. He didn't do anything. You know, John Cena always has that amazing entrance every year. He didn't do anything this year. He just came out. So it was a little disappointing. And there's a reason I'm doing the disappointing like that. But anyways, where am I at? Main event.
We're in the middle of Randy Orton, Batista, and Daniel Bryan going at it.
Okay. At the beginning,
to have Triple H
well,
take out the real referee and put a different one in.
The one that Scott Sheffield, I think is his name. Maybe not. Scott Armstrong, that's it. The referee that was at Night of Champions, I believe, is the one where Daniel Bryan won the WWE Championship, but they blamed it on the ref. Triple H brought him back for the night, and then Daniel Bryan got rid of him. But what I was going to bring up earlier was that at the beginning of the match, they got rid of Daniel Bryan at the beginning. And then here comes Triple H coming after Daniel Bryan, trying to keep him from being in the match with the guest referee. And then he tries to go after him with a sledgehammer, and
fail.
And you failed. That's an Astov movie reference. We're making a lot of references.
Face. A sledgehammer to the
face. You bit my tail. You punched me in the face. You bit my tail.
You punched me in the face.
Well, I'm not using my shirt. Does that mean I win? Yes, you win. That's a Dragon Ball Z abridged reference. We're making a lot of references and getting off topic very easily. So, I think it's because we're tired. Or maybe because I'm tired.
Or both.
Or both. Oh! That's another thing. Remember, let's rewind back to when I said I forget the winner of a match. I legit, when I was writing down the matches in order, I looked at Bo, I said, who faced The Undertaker? And it was Brock Lesnar, who beat the streak. It was pretty sadiful that I forgot the person who beat the streak. Or maybe it's not sadiful, maybe it's just my brain going, I don't want to believe this. No, this is not happening.
Can't believe it.
Anyways, back to the match. So Triple H gets hit in the face with a sledgehammer. And then Daniel Bryan comes flying out, like he does. He takes out Stephanie McMahon, the guest referee. Well, not the guest referee, the referee that was supposed to not throw the match. And Triple H. Triple H ends up leave. Oh wait, the sledgehammer was after that. We're going backwards with everything. He went out first, then Triple H got hit in the head with the sledgehammer.
Taking him out on a stretcher and he come back.
Yep, I was getting there. The reason they had to take him out with a stretcher was after he went after the Authority, Daniel Bryan and Batista teamed up to try and take out Daniel Bryan. So, Randy Orton takes the steel steps and sorry, I'm trying to see things. It's working very well, but you go on.
Well, Batista and Randy Orton took the power bomb.
the Batista Bomb,
Batista Bomb.
and the RKO.
RKO.
Which he had the steel steps put up beside the Spanish announce table, you know.
Slam Daniel Bryan with
Put him.
screen.
Yeah, what they took everything off of it, but they didn't account for the things that are inside the table. And there was a spare TV, so after Randy Orton hit the RKO, it put it hit Daniel Bryan's head off the top of that spare TV, and Randy Orton landed on top of it on his back. So they started to cart Daniel Bryan out on a stretcher. And by the time they made it to the ramp, Daniel Bryan's like, nope, I'm getting back in this. So he eventually gets back into the ring. And in the end, here's your winner and the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Bryan. Yes! 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 So, all in all, WrestleMania was a blast to watch and kind of a historical WrestleMania. Whoever watched this WrestleMania is going to be always will watch the WrestleMania where Undertaker lost. But anyways, we're going to hurry up and wrap this up because I'm listening and I hear the Battle Royal going on. And I want to make sure about this. And I'll come back on and confirm my suspicions that there was 31 people. So as always, I'm Cody Heinzman, he's Bo Becker, and that's just how it is.
Good night, West Virginia!